This is a story that touches me, and I'm sure it's going to touch you also. It's been a story that's being talked about on social media. A dog in Richmond, Virginia was killed because her owner requested that the dog be buried with her. Emma was a healthy Shih Tzu before she was euthanized back in March. Do you agree with the owner's decision? Go to WUSA9.com/vote or the WUSA9 app and let us know what you think. Here's what people are saying online, though. Stephen writes, nothing but selfishness. That dog likely had years left, should have had it buried with her after it died naturally. I would rather have it lined up so my dog could have a good home after I died. If that wasn't possible to do, that'd be the only reason I would go this route. Jason Smolen is Will's Trust and the state's attorney and co-founding principal in the, is it Smolen?
Smolen, you have it.
Smolen Plevy in Tysons Corner, Virginia. You don't represent this family.
Oh, no.
This woman, but you've seen situations like this.
Well, fortunately, I've seen the better side of situations like this.
Tell me about it.
Well, families that actually do take a lot of care to make sure that their pets are well treated after they go and make arrangements during their lifetime.
Let's back up.
Sure.
So, we've always had a dog or two.
Right.
My dog is Najee. He's not a dog. He's a member of the family.
Right.
I told you, I care more about him than some people I know. Right. I'm not even sure if I'm trying to be funny with that, but right. Okay.
No, it's...
and most people feel that way about their pets.
Yeah,
they're family members.
They are family members. They don't consider them very much different than their natural children.
But what does the law say?
Well, they're property, and that's where the problem is.
Property like what?
Like a
car,
watch, like a car, you know, like anything you have, like a telephone.
Which means the pets have no rights.
No.
Right. It's whatever the owner says.
You know, there are the laws that protect cruelty to animals, things of that sort. But in terms of owning a pet, it's your property to do with as you wish. Fortunately, most people do consider them their children and take very good care of them. What doesn't happen is people spend their lifetime putting things together and organizing and having pets and taking care of them while they're alive. They have to actually, this brings to light the fact that you have to now think about when something happens to you, what happens next.
Right. So again, this person, it's a woman, right?
Yes.
Decided she wanted her Shih Tzu to go with her.
Correct. Kind of like the Pharaoh days. You know?
Right. Okay. Why wouldn't that be considered, not that you could prosecute her, but why wouldn't that be an act of cruelty?
Well, I think most people would agree that taking a healthy, well, you know, adjusted animal that's used to living in a home and a family and euthanizing it merely because it's to be buried with the owner is rather extreme.
And selfish, like one of the social media people said, selfish. Okay.
Right, and cruel, I think.
You bring up a point, though, and this instance, which most of us disagree with what she decided to do, but it reminds us that as we make out our will and decide what we want done to our belongings, we should also include the animals.
Oh, absolutely. If you have pets, in most cases it's done informally. People will have children, they have their pets, they have friends and relatives that they know want the pets and will take care of them. You know, with children, you never go informal. You always pick guardians for young children. I suggest when you have pets, you do exactly the same thing. Most people don't think the pet that they currently have will outlive them, but a pet will outlive them.
Sure, absolutely. This is good information.
Yes.
It's not a good idea that we had to meet like this, but it's good information, and this helps us get to it.
It's just a matter of having planning. It could all be taken care of, and there are laws to make sure you take care of the pets.
Right.
But if you don't do anything, the worst can happen sometimes.
Jason Smolen, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.